evening, good evening. How's everybody doing this evening? Good evening. Actually, how's everybody doing this evening? Check getting the tail end of the back end of that picture. I've got to turn your mic off. That was 2 seconds. Good evening, Trevor. Good evening, Randall. Good evening, Alan. Good evening, Wayne. That was 2 seconds again. Good evening, Belinda. That was 2 seconds. Good evening, Trevor. Good evening, Randall. Good evening. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope you're all well. Good evening, Miss Hannah. Good evening, Cora. Good evening, Mr. Roland. Good evening, Mark. Good evening, John. Good evening, Alan. Good evening, Belinda. Good evening, Alan. Good evening, Dan Gooch. Good evening, Wayne. I hope you're well. Can't hear the clip anymore. I've killed the mic. How's everybody doing this evening? And before you say it, Kelly, it's on the right way. Evening, Kate. I hope you're well, sweetheart. I know what you're like. Evening, Di. I hope you're well. Evening, Trevor. Evening, Kelly. Just out of curiosity, that picture you sent is which one do I come under out of the three or four pictures? Oh, that's cracking, Chris. I'll let me catch up tomorrow. I was going to say the t-shirt's perfect. Yeah, the right way around. Because the last one I'd done, the t-shirt was the wrong way around. The wizard. And 20 viewers. Cracking night tonight. It's the unboxing of this bad boy, the Trishul V2 by Hellvape semi-mech mod. But as you know, I'm a big lover of Trishul and the mech mods. This is the full mech Trishul V2. Good evening, Mr. Hannah, sir. I hope you're well. You're not working too hard. Even Michael, I hope you're well. I'm sure this is the one Marina's after as well. Good evening, Kim. Tagging away as always. Massive respect to you and big love to you, Kim. How's everybody doing? Even Raoul, I hope you're well. Quick couple of drips. Tonight, throughout the review, I'll be vaping on my trishul V2 with me Dead Rabbit V2 RDA, and I've got some beautiful Fruity Boom grape on ice. On top of that, I have got my GT Nugget with me launcher tank with peach tart. And also, I've got me Odin 200 with me Dead Rabbit V2 RTA with some Fruity Boom banana mango on ice. What else is everybody vaping on? Even Shannon. Good evening, John. My bonanza stuff came today. Big love, and thank you so much, Kelly, for that. So what's everybody vaping at the moment? Good evening, Mick. Didn't even see you coming there. Even Mrs. Mac. Keys on the Rainbow Burst in that Vozol. Rolls on the Senses pod with some Cooney. Trevor's on Banger Juice. Evening, Terry Ann. I hope you're well, darling. Even Mr. Osborne. Even Mr. Heyman. Kelly's on a fruit custard and a velocity. Donna's rude. Kim's on the black currant bubblegum Banger Juice. Oh, hey, that is a lovely juice. Chris is on the mango ruby tonight. Good evening, Mick. I hope them hots are for me, Donna. Stop it on. Chris, it's the C before the A. So if you're going to call us out properly, man. Dan Gooch is on the drag train. He's Dead Rabbit with a Kilimanjaro. Evans on Asted Berry Blasted and his velocity. Ben, you owes 20 push-ups for the apology. If you're coming to me live and apologise, you owes 20 push-ups. I'm starting my residence hoping it sets this time. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Ian's on his Fruit Father Vendetta. Kelly Walker's on the Mental Geek Bar. Michael's on the Cold-Blooded Coral. And Fruity Boom Grape. Good evening, Juve. Sean's on the Boston Cream Latte and his velocity. I thought you were going to say something else there. For some reason, I thought it was the Tesla range one, but that's a berry cream pie, not the Boston cream latte. Catherine's on the rainbow soda in a moi. Ben's on his Dead Rabbit V2 a fruity boom yellow pear. Also dragged Max with the cold-blooded Cora vape monster juice, and also the blueberry ice geek bar. Jane, don't apologise. Scott asked a heart for him. I said no for you. Oh, that's nice. Use my strawberry geek ball as well. I was offered blue. I was offered those the other day. They're really nice. Apparently, they're really nice. Them geek balls. Straight face care. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Adrian's on the Medusa Summer Fruits and his Drag X and Peach Geek Bar. Right, and guys, there we have it. The trishul V2 semi-mech. Oh, see what. First off, I would like to say a big thank you to Hellvape for sending this amazing device out to us to do a live review on. Also, a big thank you to Peter Jones for the use of this platform to do this review. It's going to be a fun-filled night. Evening, Lee Deacon. I hope you're well. So what you have done with this under the second camera, mate? Ben, Mr. Osborne, I'll just point this out to you. We've got the Hellvape, which is the company, the trishul V2, which is the kit. It's a semi-mech mod. It's a semi-mech, but there is a bit of a twist to it. Good evening, Jay. I hope you're well. No bother, Adrian. Take care, mate. Even Samantha, I hope you're well. Even Edward, so as you can see, it's still in its factory sealing. A little bit further. It's just excuse the light on the box. Let's see what. Keep a bit on. that. We've got to do like that. This is what you'll find inside the box. Evening more, I hope you're well. Let's flip it around. Never get used to that. Inside you'll find the Trishul V2 semi-mech mod. You'll find the full mech mod adaptation kit. You'll find an 18650 battery adapter, a black magnet, an O-ring, a silicon gasket, metal gasket, plastic key, user manual, and warranty card. It's going to take some getting used to this. Let's open it up. On the side. There we go. Lovely packaging. Right. Inside, we've got your warning card, which gives you everything you need to know about the battery installation. Never build below a 0.1 resistance, which is your ohms. The working voltage is a 3.2 volts to 4.2 volts. And there's a 10-second cut off safety protection. But also gives you a bit of a rundown on the full mech side. You've got your user manual. It gives you basically all the information you need to know. Different languages. Let's see. Oh, hi. Now this colour is absolutely stunning. I'm just going to move the box to one side. Here we have just move it down a bit. Here we have the copper Trishul V2. Don't use mech mods, so what's the difference? So what's the difference between a full mech and a semi-mech? I'll get into that in a second, Ben. So just hang fire 2 seconds. I will get into that. You'll understand as I go further into it. Evening, Chris. I hope you're well, mate. Beautiful bit of kit. As you can see, I'll turn this off for a second. As you can see on the top here, you've got the Trishul V2 logo. You've got your semi-mech, so you know the difference because there is the. I'll take this audio off here for a second. Shit. You can see the difference straight away. Here, you've got the brass mech mod, which you see it has the Trishul V2 and the CE logo, but it has no other parts. Whereas if you look at the V2, the semi-mech. You've also got your semi-mech print right on the top. You can see a size difference between the two. This goes from a 27 to a 25mm, where this is I believe is a 30 to a 28. You can see the difference between the two straight off. So we'll remove the full mech out of the way for 2 seconds. You can see the fire button there. I think it's amazing how you've actually got the Hellvape logo right there on the fire button. Absolutely perfect. Twist off. There's your button there. Let's get this bits out. Ben, you're a legend. That's all I'm going to say. Right. I'm just busy breaking this down as we go. I've just seen, that's why I've called you a legend, Ben. Alright. So as you can see, I've broke this down. Before we go into that, we'll go into the accessory pack. Got a nice little accessory bag there. Inside the accessory bag, we've got your O-rings. Got the black magnet plus washer. We've also got a spare rubber cap, which is a spare here. So if that gets damaged, because this is your battery up magnetic fire button, so you've got a spare one of them, which is perfect. But for some reason, Two seconds. There's something missing, I believe, but I can work around that. That's not a problem. I'll work around it. Who's that? Good evening, Patty. Good evening, Amy. I hope you're all well. There was where I improvise. Right. Sorry about that. As you can see, I've brought this right down. Here you have your beautiful tubing. Lovely finish to it. Nice, thick, and clear. Your fire button. Here you have in my finger is breathing in my Richie. Here you have the bottom. Sorry. Here you've got the top. And what I've done is you've got this bit here. That's your positive. But then underneath it is your hell chip. This is what takes it from being a semi-mech to a full mech. That's that, yeah. And what it is, with this, you're going to have the best of both worlds. But 100%, me being 100% honest with you, I wouldn't recommend taking this out if you haven't got a Scooby-Doo on your Ohm's law or your battery safety. Even with this chip in, which makes it a semi-regulated device, you still need to know your Ohm's law and your battery safety. Now, I've taken this out. To put it back in, yeah, you need the plus side up. So as you can see, you want the Hellvape bit pointing down with the arrow with the plus pointing up. If you get your 18650 adapter, push it in and push it right in, so it's nice and snug when it's pressed right up. If you want just to double check, put down a hard surface, press down. It is a very, very tight fit. On top of that, you get this little safety device as well, and that just goes in on top like so. Bish bash bosh. And then on the top, screw it in, bash, and there you go. It's now a semi-mech. Like I say, for a semi-mech, you do need to know your basic Ohm's law and whatnot, and battery safety. I've got 2 batteries with us. Just move the accessory bag. in the containers, as you can see. Drop this up a little bit. First off, we'll start with the 18650. You want your positive to go in first. Bosh. Straight down. And it's your 18650 in. If you want to use, I haven't got any 2700s, but your 2700 positive goes in first, straight in, nice snug fit. Screw it on. Bosh. Beautiful. Nice crisp button. What I'll do is just lift this up. I've just put my audio on top. That's run as a semi-mech with me audio on top. As you can see, but what I'll do is take that off. I'll sit it on top of there. I'll screw the battery out. Now, as you know, this is the normal trishul, and this is your full mech. So again, you can see the difference between the two. Just pull it right down. Pull them both in. The semi-mech does look small, but remember, I've got the fire button off there at the moment. As you can see the difference between the two. It's a cracking little bit of kit, don't get us wrong, but like I say, for anybody wanting to use this sort of stuff, you still need to know your basic ohms down battery safety. What it is in the semi-mech, that chip I showed you, the Hell chip, that there controls the right amount of amps going through from your battery. amps and volts going from your battery through to your coil to give you the right hit. That's why I always say, do your homework. You know what I mean? Or the branding on the battery safety is very great as well. But what I'll do is I'll quickly play you the video again so you get to see what I mean. Enjoy the video. One thing I forgot to point out, the really good thing about this as well, is just here, you've got 1, 2, 3. These are air vents to keep the battery cool. Also on the bottom here, you've got 1, 2, and 3 again. You've got those to keep the battery cool. But even though this is a semi-mech, I highly say, if you're not using this take the battery out and then put it back on, do not by any means, way, shape or form leave a battery inside this device or any mechanical device with a bottom button, because it will auto fire and that will be catastrophic for you. So as you can see, it takes the 18650, the 21700 and your 2700. So it's actually not a bad bit of kit. Let's come back up top and we'll remove this camera just for now. Right, guys, has anybody got any questions they would like to ask us in regards to the Trishul V2 semi-mech? Stick it back on there. This one's the full mech that I'm using right now. Yeah, there's only 2 people on YouTube, Dan. That's you and the price. The price is yet to be determined, Trevor. They're not out yet. Chris, with this one, it's actually a magnetic, back-to-back mag. Put my teeth in. It's a back-to-back magnet switch, if that makes sense. I think that's a way forward. If I'm honest, because you know yourself with springs, when you press them, they tend to collapse on each other, and it can stay on auto fire where back to back magnets it repels. You can hear the crispness. It's a nice crisp sound of the fire button. I have never used a mech mod, so with RDAs, you do the math to work out your wattage to use, but I'm guessing there's a wattage setting on the mechs. I'm lost. Right. With mechs, it depends on which coil you actually use. But a lot of people won't do a build under a 0.1. I just don't see it. A lot of people do builds on a regulated device before they stick it on a mechanic, like a mech mod, just so they get to see the ohms. Or you can actually 2 seconds. Box of tricks. You can also get one of these. And that there. You put on meter, and it'll give you your readings, or you can click it across the fire and use it to get your hotspots out. That's it there by Callmaster. I actually got it in the V3 toolkit kit, and that'll help you get your ohms perfect as well. There is other ones out there that you can get. You know what I mean? It just depends on what you want. Yes, this has 2 uses. You can use it as a semi mech or a full mech, but whichever way you're going to do it, be careful. You can actually use an RTA on there, but you've got to make sure it's got the right 510 pin in, and it's at the right length to connect with the right ports. How many colours do they come in? They come in 3: black, copper, and brass. I've actually got all 3 in the full mechs, but this is the copper one, which is like a rose gold colour. That's a brass one, but this is the full mech, and also a black one. I love my Kennedy. The trishul comparable. Belinda, I don't know what you mean by that question, sweetheart. Chris prefers the magnetic switch, so do I. And a lot nicer. In that case, mine will be pink. Yeah, no wrong with a bit of pink. Depends on the quality of your battery as to what build you can put in. That's true enough. How many amps the battery is rated at? 2 over an amp battery and a low resistance coil will make it a mech very hot, very quick. That's very, very true as well. I must admit, these batteries here that I've got, which are the 21700s, or the Molly cells, I swear by the Molly cell 21700s. They are absolutely fantastic. It's all about getting the resistance and the battery draw correct. Build too high. Chris has got it near. We'll take you out what he's saying. It's all about getting the resistance and the battery draw correct. Build too high and you won't get the fire very quick. Build too low and you can use the battery to vent and completely fail, which would be very, very bad. Oh my god, I was lost ages ago. Is the Trishul better than the Kennedy? I can't compare the two, Belinda, because I've not used the Kennedy, and that's me being honest. But I've been using the Trishul V2 since May last year, when I got sent the demo version, which is this one, which was actually the demo that I was sent nearly a year ago. If you do things correctly, everything is fine. It's when people start messing about with things, thinking that they're clever, and they do it wrong, that's when there's catastrophic failures come into play. And when I mean catastrophic failures, I mean major catastrophic failures. I must admit, I've not had one yet. You know what I mean? It sounds stupid. I've been building for a long, long time, and there's still times now. There's still times now where I do a build and I second guess myself. I'll actually send a video or a video call a friend of mine, and we'll go through it step by step again just to make sure I'm right, because I want to be safe. And you're only human to second guess yourself, and I do get the advice if I am second guessing myself on certain builds. It's the best way. That's why I've offered to help any single one of you with a build, live, one-to-one video call. I won't hesitate to help you. I'll stick with me up end. If unsure, research, that's right. I've not tried the Trishul, but the Kennedys are nice and easy to build, mech. Well, the thing is with the Trishul, they do not come with a tank. It's just the Trishul itself. That's what comes. You know what I mean? Everything's popping up now. I'm getting messages left, right, and centre. It's a tank. There's no tank comes with these Trishuls. I have a Kennedy and the Trishul full mech. To be 100% honest, it's mostly down to the way they look. I have not tested the voltage drop on them both, but they perform very well. This all goes over my head. Hence why I'm a pod girl. I tested every RT and RT on a regulator before I would put it on a mech. Yeah, I'll do the same. You know what I mean? I do my builds either on a regulated, being me Odin 200, or me I'll start using the coil tester because I've only just bought that one. I think the hardest thing I'm gonna find at the moment is find the right tank for this, because it's like a rose gold, so I need to get the right tank for it. I know the tank I want, and I've got in mind the tank I want, but it's out of stock everywhere in the world. It's one of the hardest ones to get my hands on. But like I say, it's how it is. What I'll do is just to show you, I'll stick positive end in first. And this is a semi-mech, by the way. There's my Dead Rabbit V2 RT on there. The flavour is absolutely perfect. Again, Chris is right. One thing, I'll be honest with you, the one thing I've found is with Hellvape, the way they've designed the tanks, they are very, very easy to build on. I suffer with carpal tunnel syndrome in both hands. I've had the surgery there, and my grip's not the best. But the Dead Rabbit V2, the V2 RTA, even the Hellbapes are absolutely beautiful and a proper dream to work on. And getting the builds right is perfect. I cannot fault them, you know what I mean? And I only use one swarm tank as we speak, apart from like the little pods and whatnot. Which is, this is a swarm tank, which is the Virus RDTA. The Virus launcher tank swarm, and it's an absolutely amazing tank. I wouldn't know Sean Stormy Hell Beast. Nice one. Evening, Dale. I hope you're well, sir. But one thing I found, that Virus launcher tank, the coils are lasting longer than a normal swarm tank. But on the flip side, I like to chop and change reduce all the time. Whereas with an RD and an RT, you're not wasting £4 or £5 on a new sub-ohm coil. You take the cotton out, for instance, cotton lace straight in, tickle it, juice it up, and away you go, like that. Perfect. Once you start building your own devices, it cuts down the cost. Exactly it, Raoul. The amount of money I've saved on buying stock coils is absolutely unreal. If I'm honest, I've done nearly a full bottle of peach tart in this one coil. And it's still going strong. The flavour there is absolutely perfect. Again, this is the semi-mech. And with it being a semi-mech, it does have a 10-second cut-off point. So if you hold that button for 10 seconds, it will cut out. But because it says it cuts out after 10 seconds, do not hold it to that because it could malfunction. Hence why I say take the battery out when you're not in use. Has anybody got any other questions they would like to ask? It doesn't have to be about the trishul, it can be about anything. Nice one, Raoul. That's one good thing about my wife. She never gives. The only ultimatum I get is either I'm cooking tea or I'm not cooking tea. And if I don't cook the tea, I'm getting chinned. Yes, where's Gangster? Gangster's asleep, Kelly, unfortunately, darling. Right, 2 seconds, I'll have a look for you. Trevor. Wow, that's way too high. Way too high. You need to drop that down to about 60, 65, 70 at a maximum. But personally, I'd get that down to about 60 watts, mate. And once you drop that down, you find your batteries last a bit longer as well. Why have you been nasty to Donna the past few days? You told me you were picking on her. The past few days, I haven't actually been in the house, Chris, so she's telling you porky pies. I thought Donna's ultimatum were you either buy her trainers willingly or should use your card to buy them. But she does that anyway. Sean, Sean, I'll speak after the live, mate, and I'll fill you in. I'll speak after the live. It'll be easier. We were saying when I call you tomorrow, you tell me the truth. And Chris, I would never lie to you. You know that. I love you too much. One good thing coming as well, the super sweet salts should be here in the next day or two. Getting released getting released next week. Where you're going to have myself, Mr. Roland, and Mr. Hannah doing a review on the super sweets. Oh, Tom Waldron, you owe me push-ups now. Anybody who comes onto the live and apologises, you need to send me a video, drop and give us 20. I won a couple of RTAs, Dan, but mainly RDAs, if I'm honest. I've actually got. I'll show you it. Now this is a blast from the past, and this is a good thing, right? My first ever RTA is this. If anybody could tell us which RTA this is, you get 10 brownie points. It's not a storm. It is an RTA. It's not a smock. It's not a blitz. It's not a black. Well, it is a black one, but that's not what it's called. It's not a blotto. Do you know what? I'll move this stuff out the way. It's not. Odin haven't got a tank out. Yes, we know it's an RTA for vaping. It's not an Anakin. Do you want to see would the build deck be any help to you? It's not a Kalen. Would you just like to see the build deck? Yes or no? It's not a Kalito 120 with the RBA. It's an actual RTA. If I remember rightly, Mr. Hannah's got one of these, and I believe Mr. Roland's got one of these. It's not one of them either. It's not one of them. There's the bottom. There's the bottom for you, Mr. Roland. It's not a Limitless. It's not a Volta. It's not a Montana. It's not a QP. No, I think you've got the RDA version. It's not a Fatality. There we go. It's a Hellvape Rebirth RTA. This is the first ever RT I ever bought. It's Kelly says the Rebirth. Well, I knew one of you had it. Dev Roberts or a dual port blender. And this is a bottom airflow as well. Well done, Mr. Rowland, on that one. You cheater. I didn't realise you had it in the RT. I thought it was the RDA you had, Chris. Cora, it was the Rebirth by Hellvape. I was going to say the clues in the live. I only use the RTA when I'm out driving because it's not easy to drip while he's driving. My first RDA was this one, the Redemption. This is my first RDA I bought. I don't think I've got a build in that. Oh, I have. That's my first. This is my first RDA, which is the Redemption. Which is a tiny little bit of kit. I'm buying a rebuildable deck for a tank of so bloody small. Yeah, I've had that as well. I've had that as well, Ben. There's certain RBA decks that you can get for the new devices and whatnot. The build decks are too small for me. My sausage fingers. I just won't entertain it. I can only just do a build on the Vertex and the Mouth to Lung RTA by Hellvape. With them being so small and whatnot, I can just do that. But I'll tell you one thing, Hellvape are knocking out the park with all their products they're bringing out at the moment. It's absolutely fantastic. Believe it or not, you might not have a big beard like mine, Kelly, but Mr. Rowland is a very, very knowledgeable man when it comes to builds and whatnot. I respect Chris. I think Chris is Chris is. Without meeting Chris, feeling embarrassed or anything like that, but I would say Chris is a superior builder to me, if that makes sense. Has anybody got any questions? Dan, we've already guessed it, mate. It's the Hellvape Rebirth RTA. I tried the mesh RTA and couldn't get away with it, so give it up. I can't get away with the mesh RTAs, although some RTAs I can, but they're a bit of a nightmare. Chris, take a compliment when it's given. End of. Even Sean, he's a cracking builder as well. You know what I mean? Between the three, we're all good builders in our own right. But just for a bit of fun, there's going to be we're going to have a fun night one Wednesday night where we're going to do a few bits and bobs, do a live review, and also a bit of a challenge between the three of us. 100% agree with you there, Chris. The only good mesh coils is stock coil. Is there any more questions? Or challenge you, see? Keep it clean, Miss Hannah. Well, it's just after 9 o'clock, so you just hit the. Keep it clean. The worst thing about the mesh RD and RTA is they do drink the juice, but they're very, very renowned for dry hits and massive dry hits. That's fine, Tom. Just let us know when. Looks like Sean's got his lass's song on again. Because when Kelly wears the pants. You're not wrong there, like Raoul. You're not wrong there at all. The worst thing, I had a specific RD mesh. Put a building in, it's like a 6 mil cotton, but it was a thick cotton. I must have put about 10 mil of juice on it before I got one hit, and then I had a dry hit because it wasn't saturated enough with it being so thick. But with the numbers dropping now, I'm going to wrap it up. Tomorrow night, join the Hannahs for the Bender Bonanza. 500 tickets. Get in touch with Kelly. There's loads of amazing prizes for grabs at £2 a ticket. Join the girls on Friday for duck races, deal or no deal, and the new games. Join Pete and Ricky over the weekend for the Wholesale Mad Live and the Raffle Hub Live. Join Hanky Sunday night for Hanky's Mingo. Join me on Monday for the Frumish Fruit and last of the menthol review. Join Chris for the dessert and menthol review on Tuesday. Then back to me and Chris and Sean on Wednesday for the Super Sweets review. The Bearded Brothers will be back 1 week today. I will be back in 2 weeks' time to give you my final thoughts on this amazing bit of kit by Hellvape, the Trishul V2 semi-mech. So I'm going to give you one last cloud with the Trishul V2 semi-mech with the Dead Rabbit V2 RTA. Stay safe, take care, and send love to your loved ones. But also remember, big massive thank you to Hellvape for giving me the honour and the privilege of reviewing this amazing bit of kit. Also, thank you to Mr. Jones from Wholesale Vape, SWVD Plymouth, and discounteliquids.co.uk. Big love to everybody. One last cloud, but just fun farewell. Safe trip. Good night. Take care. Good night. God bless. Take care.